Welcome to Healthy Food Place. I am Grace Enemali, sharing ideas and recipes on how to stay healthy naturally. Are experiencing shortness of breath? They need to pay attention to this video because there are so many online remedies regarding shortness of breath, but they seem not to address the root cause of shortness of breath. Now, shortness of breath could be caused by one or more of these things I want to mention. And if you find out the real cause of your own, you better address it because it is usually an emergency when it happens. Shortness of breath can attack you at any place. And if you are not prepared, you become so nervous. And it comes with other things like anxiety feelings. So look at some of the things that I have found to be causing shortness of breath and not as linked to lung problem or similar things like that. Number one, if there are too many blood thinners in your diet. Yes, blood thinners like ginger, like turmeric, black peppers, red wine, so many blood thinners. Yes, blood thinners are good. They help you manage blood pressure and similar condition. But when you take the blood thinner too much and you do not have sufficient protein buffer in your diet, it's going over time, you start feeling that shortness of breath because of too much blood thinners. At other times, blood thinners also, shortness of breath could also be caused by low iron. Yes, if you are low in iron, then oxygen may not be easily pumped around your body, and it will happen frequently that you will be experiencing shortness of breath. And if you think it is due to low iron, then you need to include iron-rich foods like moringa leaves, like soya beans, beets, even beef. Yes, beef. Then, so at other time, it could be caused by too much antioxidants in your diet. If you are taking too much antioxidants, you know the antioxidant like vitamin C from citrus and the rest of it, and you are not taking sufficient protein in your diet, it could also cause the shortness of breath. Yes, and if you suspect that this is the cause, you have to reduce the cause, those citrus, those antioxidants, and start bringing in more nutrient-dense foods. Protein is the building block. And so you need to bring in more protein-rich foods, more of probiotics also in your diet. Some of you are not including probiotics and fermented foods. And at other times, other imbalance also could also cause shortness of breath. Maybe you have heard of healthy fats, and you started taking too much healthy fats in your diet. And over time, the healthy fats gets to that point where your heart can no longer carry it. You start experiencing something like shortness of breath, some kind of an imbalance. And though if you suspect that, you have to stop the other one causing it. And at other time, it could be caused by hydration. Yes, there are times when you could start experiencing shortness of breath just by the fact that you're not properly hydrated. And if that is the fact, get water around you. And the best part of it is to always have your water therapy so that you will always be properly hydrated. Some other times also, it could be wound. Sometimes could occur internally without your knowing it because of other causes, maybe too much antibiotics, over abuse of antibiotics and the rest of it. You can just have that wound and you will not notice there is a wound except when you are extremely hungry and oxygen begins to interact with that wound and you start having that feeling of shortness of breath. And the only thing that can help you at such time maybe is food, to have food immediately. And that is the symptom that a lot of people are experiencing. And at other times too, it could be caused by other imbalance. When you are taking too much acidic foods, the acid buildup could be too much. This is something I personally found out over the years with shortness of breath because I had experienced it at various times and I noticed that the cause and the causes are not the same. So you need to find out the root cause of your own shortness of breath. And sometimes the shortness of breath also could be caused by the perfume. Yes, body roll-on, body sprays. You could just put it on and innocently and ignorantly be moving around, whereas it is wreaking havoc internally, causing you things like shortness of breath because of the toxic ingredients in those products. Yes, sometimes your bathing soap could be causing it. This is something I know practically. And so if you're experiencing shortness of breath, you need to look at this list I mentioned. Don't forget to save this video because you may need to check which of them is responsible for your own shortness of breath. It may not be linked to lung disease as you may be thinking. It may not be any of these. It could just be one or more of these following that could be causing your shortness of breath. And if you can correct it naturally, you'll be fine. Remember, food is our medicine. Moderation is our rule.